If Edson Barboza is a little bit underappreciated right now, he will not be at career's end. This is truly one of the elite strikers that this division or any division in UFC history has ever seen, and we'll look to add another highlight to the reel here tonight, Chief.
He's got a highlight reel a mile long, a guy that has finished multiple fights with leg kicks, spinning back kicks. He just brutalizes opponents. You watch guys just melt in front of Edson Barboza from the damage and the intensity of which he fights with. To me, it's the kicking game of Edson Barboza that stands out above everything else. He does have great boxing, but the body kicks with no wind-up on the left side and the leg kick on the right side is just truly something to behold.
And now training full-time out of South Florida, Edson Jr. Barboza, back in the octagon here tonight. Edson Barboza, and he finds himself in another big spot here tonight. All right, well, a lot of fans have come out to see this man throw hands here tonight. You can argue he has some of the best boxing in this division, but fighters are a sensitive lot. It's like every time we put over his hands, he feels like we're saying out of the other side of our mouth that he's not well-rounded. That's not the case.
No, we're not calling him limited at all. We're not saying this guy can't do everything, but what pops off the page is his hand speed, his power in his hands, his ability to set up his hands through his feints and his movements. He can do so many good things in the boxing realm that you're locked in on that thing. But make no mistake about it, this guy's very well-rounded, but ultimately it will be his boxing that will allow for him to be successful.
And defensively, certainly he's not going to be confused with Pernell Whitaker, but he moves his head very well, manages distance exceedingly well.
Sweet Pea.
And stylistically, oh, Sweet Pea.
Sweet Pea was so good.
All-timer, baby. May he rest in peace. And now our tale of the tape for this lightweight fight. We send it inside the octagon. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Edson Jr. Barboza. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, the Korean Superboy, Doo Ho Choi.
And there's Herb Dean, who will handle the action inside the octagon.
Good.
Arguably the best pure kicker on the UFC roster. Here is lightweight contender Edson Jr. Barboza, 18-4 for his mixed martial arts career. Many of you remember that seminal moment in Brazil when he knocked out Terry Edom. That still holds up as one of the best KOs in UFC history.
Lands a beautiful leg kick.
All right, so a nice sequence right out of the chute by the kickboxer, continuing to attack that lead leg of the boxer, who didn't seem maybe as worried about the leg kicks midweek as he should have been.
Well, you don't worry about it until 2 or 3 land and you can barely walk. This boxer is going to have to make some adjustments so that he is not eating leg kick after leg kick as the fight goes on. Oh, that body shot hurt him.
Well, this striker knows one direction, that is forward. He knows one style, that is aggressive, and that's exactly what we've seen from him.
He has every intent of overwhelming every guy he steps into the octagon with, and he's doing that up to this point of the first round.
Fast pace here in the early going. Stuffs the takedown, no problem. Man, this is crazy, DC. These fighters are not... Oh, we're getting a finish here. Oh, he blocked that punch. Nicely done defensively.
Elbows up for me. Come on, keep that guard up.
Oh, big left hook there. All right, so the swelling becoming a real factor right now. Did they inject something into his face, or is he just swollen from the strikes?
Swollen from the strikes, man. Guy taking a couple shots. You never know which one is going to start to make you get damaged. Something good landed, and now you see the swelling start.
3 minutes. Nice punch there by Choi. Good series of punches by him there. He has been busy throughout.
He's doing a great job with the hands. He looks like a professional boxer out there.
All right, he closes the distance, gets the single collar tie.
He does a great job of getting that leg kick to the target.
But that punch no good.
Keep the pressure on landing.
Well, that's one way to take advantage of an edge and reach. Beautiful connection with that punch. Takedown defense is there. Again, he's looking for that left. It's not there. Oh, and another leg kick lands flush, and now you're starting to see visible damage on that lead leg of his opponent.
Visible damage, and you see him starting to make mistakes now in his defenses because his leg is so beat up. It's red, it's all beat up, he's limping, he's turning away. There are so many things that he is doing wrong now because of the leg damage he has taken.
Less than 2 minutes now to go. Both fighters hanging down in the pocket and both landing. Barboza gets lit up by that straight punch. All right, so look at that. A cut has been opened around that eye area.
He's taking shots over and over again to that area, and now he's dealing with a cut.
Oh, high kick lands flush. Well, he continues to do a nice job here defensively, protecting his head, raising the guard, and really frustrating the offensive fighter a little bit.
Lesson 1 in boxing class, hands up, chin down.
Whiffs on that offering. Looks like his leg is hurt here. You can even see him limping a little bit.
Look at how he turns his hip over when he throws that kick.
Under a minute to go in the round.
What a beautiful leg kick that landed there.
And both fighters exchange in the pocket. Overhand attempt, now it's blocked by Barboza.
Nice kick. These guys are going at it.
Nice job to set up the counter there. He waited patiently, and when his opponent got a little bit over-aggressive, he greeted him with a beautiful counter. Nicely done. 20 seconds now remain in the round. Oh, beautiful 1-2 punch. Barboza gets absolutely tagged by that stiff jab. That horn sounds means we have reached the end of round 1. All right, so there's the end of the round. Big story in this one now. The cut on the bridge of that nose from that strike. The cut man is in there. Should be able to shut this one and potentially prevent it from being a factor here moving forward. All right, back to the stool, and he is officially swole, and I'm not talking about muscles. He is swollen up top.
I mean, he looks bad. It's because he was too stationary. He was on the receiving end of too many big shots. He was beat up. He was battered. He was bruised. And look at all the swelling. It shows that he has taken far too many.
Ready to fight? Ready.
All right, let's get to round 2. All right, next round is now underway. I thought there was pretty good back and forth action in the previous round.
Yes, it wasn't a firefight. It wasn't two guys throwing the kitchen sink at each other. But you did see times where they came together and you saw the skill level of these two fighters.
So again, trying to bait his opponent in here, looking to set up yet another counter. Yes, that's exactly what he's doing. He wants and needs his opponent to strike first. Not always easy being a counter striker. The crowd can get on you a little bit, but he has not deviated from the game plan here tonight. So a kick-heavy attack from Edson Barboza here early. For a while, he trained in the tri-state area under Mark Henry and Ricardo Almeida. Now back under his longtime coach, Anderson Franca, and Cajupa at American Top Team, and enjoying the sunshine and all the support he's getting there in South Florida. Man, these guys have some chins on them. Huge shots being landed on both sides. Stuffs the takedown, no problem. Winded up on the right there to no avail. Well, the striking clinic continues, and he's wise to attack that already damaged area upstairs.
He's attacking that damaged area for the opponent. He's got to get that head moving on an axis. He cannot be straight on the center line. That center line, you've got to get off of it. You cannot go forward without moving your head.
Barboza gets stunned there by that stiff jab. Oh, working in some solid leg kicks now. All right, so he lands again, just like we saw in the last round, realizing a lot of success with his Muay Thai game tonight.
You know, why change it? It's working, and it's working from the very start of the fight. The moment this fight started, you saw the advantage that we predicted was there. He started to take advantage of it early, and now he's continuing to build on that. This kickboxer looks amazing tonight.
Under 3 to go, round 2.
Trying to recover, but he's in a lot of trouble.
And a nice job at least staying upright on that. Oh, they're trading huge shots here. We'll see who's the last man standing. Well, we may have the best cut men and women in the business, but I'm not sure they're going to be able to do much with that cut. It continues to widen with every passing strike.
And you're fighting a great fighter. It's hard to deal with the damage of the cut while dealing with the level of the fighter in front of you. Right now, you've got to do something different to try and change the way that this fight is playing out.
Good series of punches by him there. He has certainly had no trouble finding the range tonight.
He is finding the target with everything he throws. He's mixing it up beautifully.
One of the most spectacular strikers we have in this sport today, Edson Barboza. Barboza's cut on his nose is just pouring blood at this point.
He gets to the single collar tie. Look for him to drive and move his opponent to find openings to land that free hand.
Oh, how good is that jab by Choi? All right, so a seminal blow earlier in the round. Guard forward here, and a lot of offensive options, I would think, at his disposal.
Oh, he's got a ton of options. He has submission options, but I believe the safest option for him here is going to be to use his ground and pound. Build a base, posture up, throw big strikes, get back in position, build posture again, throw big strikes, and just really wear him down with a really secure position in half guard. It's hard to watch him target that same area, and every time he lands, the swelling gets worse.
Really good job to land these strikes from top position. Under 20 seconds now to go. Barboza's really bleeding something fierce now. That cut is not getting any better. Seconds winding down in round 2. Lands the ground and pound strike here. Round 3 next.
Stop.
All right, so the fighters head back to the stools, and hopefully this fight can continue. That is a severe cut. We'll see if the cut man can do some good work here. All right, so there's the end of the round, and we will continue to keep an eye on the cut on the nose. That thing is only getting worse. And again, you got to get that guard up, and even when he does, it seems like the strikes are getting through. That is a significant cut now on the bridge of his nose. Well, no surprise to see that eye continue to be targeted. Some replays from the previous round in which a lot of damage was doled out.
Well, the cut man's got some work to do to try to give this kid an opportunity to stay in the fight, because the reality is he has taken far too many shots to the eye, and now he's dealing with a nasty cut. He has got to change something.
All right, so next round underway here, and you got to admire the stamina that both of these guys still exuded towards the end of that round. Both men put a particular focus on their cardiovascular commitment in this training camp, and it's clearly... Oh, how good is that? The diving punch lands flush to the head. That will do it! flawless effort out of this fighter here tonight. The ref had no choice but to step in, and that is how you leave the judges out of it. Here now, Bruce Buffer with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 23 seconds of the third round, declaring the winner by TKO, the Korean Superboy, Doo Ho Choi.
So the Korean Superboy, Doo Ho Choi, with another highlight for the reel tonight. That reel's getting pretty crowded. Crazy to think this guy is just getting started.